What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Rap Cave. New show. My boys, Amer and Adi.
Yes, sir.
Man, this is get rich or die trying. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing with this thing. That's what we're doing with this thing.
Trying to do.
Man, we're gonna just be talking hip hop. We're gonna be talking all sorts of aspects of it. We're gonna get into a little bit today. We're gonna get into some Cardi versus Yeet discussions. Our top 10 artists that we're looking forward to dropping this year. And recently, as of the day we're recording, some Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj beef.
Ratchet beef.
Fellas, where we want to start with this? Where we want to start?
Man, I don't even know where to start with this. I think it's kind of a stupid beef, but
Now let's get out the way. The girls are fighting. Let's get out the way.
Yeah.
The girls are fighting. What better to
two
comment?
ratchet girls fighting.
What better to comment on it than three dudes?
right.
But no, man. Like, so it all stems from allegedly Meg and Nicki hanging out on a live, and Meg trying to, get Nicki to drink. Nicki's trying to have a baby and all that. So she wasn't really with it. Then she went to her live and took shots and called her broken-footed bitch or bullet fragment ass. Stand on your good foot, bitch.
Stand on your good foot.
And so that was really where it stemmed from.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I feel like this is just Nicki wanted to beef, because Nicki's always ready to jump into the beef with any of the girls,
especially recently. I feel like
with any of the girls. So then Meg comes back saying, "Oh, you're all the lowball stuff that we've heard before. You're dating a pedophile and her husband's a registered sex offender, and that's nothing new." And I feel like at this point it's kind of a cheap shot, because now it's not like you're Pusha T. It's not like you're being like you're exposing the truth that like nobody knew about. It's like everybody knows about it at this point. So it's kind of ridiculous to me. But then you got, on top of that, you got Meg saying that, and then what else was she saying? She was saying some wild shit. I don't know.
Something about her lying on her dead mom or something.
Yeah,
like
lying
that.
on her dead mom and
It's
being
just
50
corny.
and talking about
And
pussy
she
and
called
shit.
her a broke bitch.
That's crazy to call Nicki a broke
Which
bitch,
is
because
crazy.
Nicki
No,
is
no,
a
no.
lot of things.
No,
but
that's what
broken
Nicki called.
Nicki said
Meg.
that to Megan.
Yeah, Nicki said that to Meg.
I feel like Nicki's probably got more money than Meg.
Yeah, but come on,
Yeah, I mean, not
Come on,
broke.
She's not broke.
She's not
though.
broke.
Not broke.
Not by any means.
Not broke. We, episode 1, Get Rich or Die Trying, are
Yeah.
broke.
Yes, sir.
Neither of them are broke.
No, they're
Oh,
making
man.
money. So
I don't care. I don't care about this too much, man.
I don't
really,
either,
I
to be
really
honest.
don't. A lot of people are talking about it. I guess like, are you guys looking forward to like diss tracks? Are you guys looking forward to just these two going at it, or are you just don't even care at all?
Hey, I don't care about the beef. All I care about is the music and the diss tracks. That's what
Yeah.
I'm here for.
Who do you think would win?
if you would ask me that question 10 years ago, I would have said Nicki. But if you're asking me now, Megan.
It's got to be Megan.
Megan
this
can
time
take her.
around.
Because I feel like Nicki's been falling off. Because Pink
Yeah.
Friday 2 was didn't really live up to the hype.
Yeah,
It doesn't beat Pink Friday. So
it definitely doesn't. It
So-
definitely doesn't.
No,
But
old
like,
Nicki was something different.
the worst thing you can do with rap, let's be honest, is do a sequel. Like,
honestly.
what's the sequel that's ever like killed it? Like, there's been sequels that are good, but they never live up to like that level.
to be honest, I can't really think of one.
Like, I mean, I guess the only ones you're thinking of is like, which we were gonna do for the vinyl, is Carter 3. Like,
Yeah.
Carter 3, Carter 2,
Yeah.
I'd say are both better than Carter 1.
Yeah.
Carter 2 is probably the best.
I disagree.
You got 3?
I got 3.
I like 3 too.
I got 3.
I like
Honestly,
3 too.
4
People
is
call-
really good.
People call 3 the best or people say that 3 is not the best because it's pop, but I love 3.
I love 3.
I
3
love
is,
3.
3 is probably my favorite Wayne album.
I stand by Miss Officer. People want to shit on that. I stand by that
I
song.
like that song.
Hey,
I
3
like
is
that
what
song.
we grew up with.
Yeah, me and him grew up on 3, so.
Yeah. I don't really care. Also tangled into this, I guess, in Meg's song Hiss was shots at Drake saying like the dick was weak, so I don't bounce back.
Great song though.
Yeah,
I like the song.
I like the song too. I mean, Meg's always gonna rap. That's the thing. Like
she killed it.
Meg can rap, but I mean, when it comes to Drake part, Drake's in a lose there. Cause like, fellas, what do you do? Like if a girl disses you, like you can't really diss her back, because if you diss her back, you look weak for dissing a girl.
Yeah,
but like
he's not gonna respond.
But if you just let this shit slide, it kind of just like, it kind of just becomes.
He kind of has to let it slide though.
He has to.
He has to let it slide. He can't.
You
He can't
think he
reply.
cares about Megan?
Yeah, he's got.
I mean, I would care about any girl saying my dick is weak, even if it's not true. Like, cause I'm like, I don't want one bitch I like to believe that is true. Yeah. So I'd want to fight it off the principle, but you can't, because then you look like then you're the dude that fought that fought a girl verbally. Obviously, we're not talking physically.
Yeah,
but yeah,
you just kind of look like an ass if you kind of reply, and it's just not worth it.
It's a lose-lose. Plus, because Drake people always want to go with like the narratives, like Drake's soft, Drake's Drake's not Drake's not a tough guy and all that shit, and it's just like
he's not really.
This ain't the way to prove it.
No, so and on top of that, he's not really a. Let's be honest, he's not really a diss record dude. We saw what happened with Story of Adonis versus Doobie.
Yeah, but back to back. Where do you stand on that? Because back to me is like a top tier diss record.
No, it's a good diss. But let's think about any other disses that he's had. You can't really just say he's had one or two disses.
I thought Duppy. But it was more so at Kanye than it was at Push.
It was a weak shot.
But I thought it was solid.
It was alright.
You didn't think
it was weak?
It was okay. It was alright.
Yeah, he had some bars on there.
It was weak.
He had some.
In
bars
my
on
honest
there.
opinion, it was weak.
Yeah, no, it definitely didn't beat Story.
I mean,
that's
song.
It was a good track.
That was
a
investigative
listenable,
journalism
track,
at its finest. I went to school for journalism, and I'm just like, damn. I'm not even that good of a journalist. Pusha T is a menace for that.
Yeah.
Pusha T is an absolute menace. So, yeah, as much as I want to see Drake in another beef again, because I think he's good in beefs, it's just this ain't it.
Yeah.
And
nothing wrong lane.
I mean, if I'm Nicki though, I'm trying to get the whole YMC to diss. I was trying to get the whole YMC to diss, because that's the only way you're beating Meg.
Or
these days.
Maybe Nicki will do something for Drake. You never know. Kind of slide something for him.
Yeah.
She could say talking shit about one of my members. You never know.
Actually,
you never know.
You know what? That's a good point. That's
you
a
never
good
know.
point. I could see that part of it.
Yeah.
I could see
so, because clearly I'm sure Nicki's already heard his by now. So
yeah,
I'm sure she'll pull something out of her sleeve.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Drake, this is like a week ago, so I just want to dabble in quick just because people are talking about Mos Def calling Drake target of hip hop, calling him just commercial, calling him not hip hop.
Where do you stand on that?
Because
I disagree.
This is where you guys. I know I'm gonna disagree with you guys. I'm not saying he's not hip hop.
Well, let's hear your take first.
I'm not saying he's not hip hop. I'm just saying that Drake is an artist that is on the commercial side, and if you're Mos Def, who raps the way he raps at an elite level, like Mos Def has classic albums, like he's a rap god. But at this point, what do you really have to, like, what do you expect him to say? What do you expect him to think hip hop is? When somebody raps like Mos Def, what do you think his version of hip hop is? It's gonna be that.
Well, that brings me to my next point. Honestly, the rap is evolving now.
Yeah.
It's not like it was in the 80s. It's not like it was in the 90s. Rap is changing, and now I think hip hop is a different hip hop than it was years ago.
Yeah.
So
but he's like an MC, so like that's why I don't get offended by it. And I don't think Drake was either. I think Drake just subtly replied on his Instagram, like, I don't even think he really like meant malice with his jab. It was just kind of like I acknowledge that this is happening.
Yeah.
Because I think Drake, like, we know the Drake, like, comeback season, like that Drake loves the rap shit. Drake pulls 100%. Up on battle raps and like drops 500K. Like when it comes to like rapping, Drake likes that shit. So
yeah, absolutely.
He's a fan of that. He understands that, but he obviously operates in a different space. Right. And again, it's somebody that like It's somebody that if they're a rapper, like what do you expect them? What do you expect them to say?
That's the thing. I mean,
You know?
you could say the same thing for Nas, Jay-Z. And,
Yeah.
You know the crazy thing is,
Like Nas is not gonna be like Lil Nas X is rap. You know,
right,
like
right.
I don't even know who Mos Def is.
That's
the
crazy.
thing. I don't even know who that is.
you know, it's crazy. So he's half of Black Star, which is a legendary rap group. Him and Talib Kweli, and they have a classic album. On top of that, he's on a record you don't even know that you like, and that's off the Jid. You like Jid, right?
I do.
Yeah, he's on Stars. That's Yasin Bey. That's his name. That's what he goes by. Mos Def is like what he used to go by. Yasin Bey is.
I don't think he should be talking about Drake.
And honest to
That's
God, for him, he's gonna be into more of the Cardi,
Yeah,
Uzi.
We'll get to
Yeet.
Cardi. We'll get to Cardi and Uzi. That's the balance.
you
That's
know,
the
Uzi
balance of
number
the
one.
show.
Me and Chris will be more on the old school type
Yeah.
side, but
But that's the balance.
They get
of it.
both. That's the balance. Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
balance of it.
it's the balance for
That's-
sure.
But yeah, no, I don't care. I personally got triggered when you said Target. why you gotta say Target? Why you gotta talk shit about Target? Why you gotta talk shit about Target? Target's a good place.
Yeah.
But no, I just like, bro. I think about it. Like, what do you expect him to say? Again,
There's not much to say at that point. It's like, okay, the man said it. Drake kind of said something small.
That's
It's
it.
done.
That's
It's
it.
over with.
It's done.
That's it,
So-
bro. Like hip hop, like you said, it's evolved.
It is.
It's
And like I
evolving.
said, it's evolving. It's changing. It's not going to be the same as it was when Mos Def started. It's
Yeah.
completely different now.
All right, now let's get into the recent drop. So we've had
Let's do it.
we've had a few drops. One is a few weeks old, but since we're just starting this podcast, episode 1, I feel like it's one of the biggest releases, if not the biggest release this year so far. So we should start with it. 21 Savage's album, American Dream. We've had a couple weeks sit with this. We will talk about Lyrical Lemonade. We'll talk about
Benny the
the
Butcher.
Benny album. Talk about the Lil Lucky EP. I just want to quickly mention that just because shout out Lucky, he's dope. But
Lucky's awesome.
just we'll get to those. But let's start with the one that we've actually had time to sit with.
Mm-hmm.
American Dream. We listened to it all together at midnight at the drop.
Did. Yep.
Fire album.
How are you feel about it? Because Adi, I know you were the most geeked about it. Then I was excited. I was anticipating it going into it. We'll get to that list at the end of the show.
Mm-hmm.
But you were the one that was really rocking with it from Jump
Yeah.
Street. Have
Bro,
you lessened on it? You
21
like it more?
Savage is just getting better and better. As time goes, he's getting better and better every time. Do you agree with that?
No,
No.
No.
I think he's plateaued.
Really?
I think he's releasing basically the same stuff we've already heard.
Yeah, and I think what leveled up with 21 is a production and the budget. Like when I hear this, it's expensive ass beats.
Yeah.
It's like even the way it's stacked with like bangers in the front, and then like if you look at the back half of the album, it's got Summer Walker, it's got like the R&B cuts, it's got the sadder cuts, like it's even structured like a DJ Khaled album, like where it's like bangers up front, in the middle you kind of got some more introspective records, and the back half is like some R&B and shit.
And I'm
like
sorry,
that.
can we talk about when he said it stinks in here? I think somebody pooped.
That's the bar that everybody's talking about. That's not a bar.
Come on, man.
It's not a bar.
No.
You know, he said
Come
it
on,
smelled
man.
like gas. I think somebody. Too.
No, he said it smelled like ass. Somebody pooped. No, that was. I didn't even. He said ass. Look it up.
I already have
But
the lyrics, bro.
regardless, I'm gonna give that album like a solid. Probably the same thing I gave it when I first listened to it. I'll give it like a 6 out of 10. Just because I know 21 is capable of doing more than just that.
Yeah.
Because we all.
But what
have
was your
seen
favorite song off the album?
this. Either the one with Travis.
Yeah, Travis
or
slid on it.
Red Sky.
But Red Sky is fire.
Red Sky is really good.
That's another thing too, is like all the features, like it felt like 21, and I know he's done the interviews where he's like, talked about shit, and I just, when I listen to it, I feel like I don't get that much of 21. I feel like
No.
he's just kind of floating through it.
Yeah.
He's a good rapper, so he knows how to flow. He knows the pockets to find.
Like Travis killed that song harder
Yeah.
than 21 did.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He
That was
was
a
floating
good
on it.
That beat was for Travis.
Yeah, that should have been just a Travis song.
I
He
feel
should
like
just
the
give him the
artist.
beat.
I feel like the artist, like the feature artist, just floated too. Like it was just kind of like again, it's just to me, it's expensive production.
Yeah,
and
for
it's
sure.
good rapping, so it's never gonna be bad. It's never gonna be a bad project, but like it's gonna stay in your rotation for a couple weeks until the next album that you
and then it's
like
gonna
drops,
leave.
and then it's gonna fall by the wayside. Like
You'll have a couple songs that stay like the Travis one or Red Sky or Red Rum, but regardless, the rest of the album, I feel like it's just
yeah,
gonna
like
be
even that
forgetful.
one, Red Rum. Like
Red Rum
I
is
just
good.
I hate the hook though. Like
Sneaky,
Red
Sneaky
Rum,
is slept on.
Sneaky is his best. I agree.
Yeah,
Sneaky,
Sneaky's
I
good.
think is his best rap performance on the
Yeah.
whole album.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But if
He
it wasn't
snapped
for
on
the
that.
Red Rum chorus, I feel like that song could have had a lot more potential.
Yeah.
It's still a good song.
It is, but when you say
I'm just
Red
never
Rum
a fan of
multiple
like
times,
repeating the hook like
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like
I
can't
that
do
shit.
it.
Like name one song that like the hook is just repeated the whole way through, and you're just like that.
I mean,
shit's
I
hard.
listen to
Shells.
Uzi. That's,
just because it was.
Okay, that's because of the
used to
Uzi
it.
verse.
I'm
That's
used
not
to it.
because of the. That's not because.
That's just because of the Uzi
Yeah.
verse. But yeah, but no, it
You
was
said what?
I said that I'm used to repetitive stuff because
Yeah.
I listen to Uzi.
Yeah, we
Uzi's
know.
my favorite.
Yeah.
So,
But
like-
even Uzi, like, how many hooks does he have? That's just literally.
Oh, there's a
Two
lot
words.
of repetitive hooks.
Oh, amped up.
Not just that. Like,
Well, I
there's a lot
forgot
more.
about that record.
But like
Yeah.
Uzi's still
Me
good
too.
for me. Like I
Yeah.
love Uzi.
Like Uzi's best ones are like, yeah, it'll be one or two lines it'll repeat, but it's
Like-
not.
Okay, if that whole album was kind of sounded like Pluto to Mars, Mom, I'm Sorry, that
Yeah.
album would have been way better. But when
Yeah.
you got songs like Crush 'em, Crush 'em, Crush 'em,
I love that.
I'm
song.
amped up, I'm amped
Every
up, I'm
song
amped
is
up.
good for
I
me.
can't listen to that on a
Yeah.
regular. It
I
just
don't
gets
know. It's just
repetitive.
someone. Okay. All right. That's
Flood of the Face, one of the best intros he's
Yeah.
had.
Yeah, dude.
What
Flood of the
100%.
face. Flood of the face was fire. We're
Flood
we're getting off track here.
We're getting off track, yeah.
21. Yeah, I'm with you. I would go like a 5 out of 10. Like if we're doing actual numbers, because I feel like it's solid. Like
Yeah,
I don't want
5,
to
6.
complain. I want to complain because like 5 sounds like, oh, that sounds terrible. But like when you compare it to
It's
a
half the
lot of
album,
people don't.
technically.
A lot of
So-
people don't get to 5s. A lot of
No.
people don't get that good because they don't have the expensive production. And look, I think he did what he wanted to do with the album because it's good. It sold 155 first week.
Yeah, no, he
So,
did
like-
solid. He didn't do it. The thing is, 5, 6. That's a decent rating because okay, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
but it's also not anything that he stepped out of the box with. It's just a normal 21. album.
Exactly.
So-
And that's where I think my expectations were a little too high coming off Her Loss, because Her Loss, that was just a phenomenal album.
It was a
to me.
solid album for sure.
That was phenomenal to
Oh,
me.
for sure.
I love that album, and I feel like okay, that was just a perfect marriage. Drake is doing most of the work, but 21 comes in for his spots and he shines
It's a
bright.
good duo.
Yeah.
And I thought it worked. I thought it worked tremendous. So between that, between the stuff he's doing with Cole, like it just seemed like all the momentum. This was his peak, and that's the way he went. That's the way he went. Is he went, he went with the higher production. He went with the artists that you got to get. He went with Doja. He went with Summer Walker. Like
Yeah.
he got all the features you expected. Except I was surprised that Drake wasn't on it.
Yeah, that kind of shocked me. It
That
kinda
was
weird.
kind of. But when
feel
you
like a
hear the
Drake
beats,
feature would've been
when you
good.
hear the beats, like none of them really sounded like a beat Drake would hop on either.
Not really.
Yeah.
None of them.
No.
But like,
Now that I think about it, sneaky, but Drake would
Yeah.
really fit on that.
yeah,
I don't know. It's a solid album. I'll give it a 6. It's
I'll-
nothing more,
6
nothing
and a half
less.
out of 10. I remember my first listen, I was higher because I was hyped for it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm not even going back to it that much really anymore.
exactly,
And it just came out. That's the thing.
exactly.
It's an okay album.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
It's
think
alright.
I think he did what I think he didn't deliver to my expectations, but he didn't necessarily completely fail.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
He just kind of delivered. I think he's just plateaued, and where his plateau is like better than a lot of artists. So
Right.
I think that's cool. I think that's fine.
Mm-hmm. So final verdict, I give it a 6.
Yeah, 5. And
It's a decent album.
yeah,
It's
I
not
think
terrible.
Yeah, I think nobody's hating on. it. I think we all just
Yeah.
want a little.
just wanted something more.
A little more. A little fresher.
I
And
want
we'll
something
get more. I'm
different.
sure we will. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll
21
drop
is
something.
21.
I feel like he'll
Yeah.
drop something by the end of this year. I'm sure he'll drop something.
Maybe.
Either another collab album.
I
or,
think
something.
collab album's the way to go for him.
Yeah.
I think finding those artists that he just like connects with.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think.
He needs the chemistry. That's the thing. I would love to see a Travis in 21.
Yeah.
That'd-
I mean, he could just go back to J. Cole as well. They're a
Yeah.
good duo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Dude, him and J. Cole together would be phenomenal
No,
for
because a lot was crazy.
for a project. Yeah,
Insane.
yeah. Although maybe not, because the other song they did on Off Season was really just like the A Lot beat again.
Basically.
So maybe they just like 12 songs of A Lot. It's like, all right, that's too much.
That's yeah.
But
Yeah, it is.
let's talk about this week's drops that we're just getting to. We're just getting to. So like, no final conclusions. But
Let's
how
talk
you
about
feeling
Lucky,
about
man.
Lucky first,
Lucky, man. Those two songs were good,
bro? A Detroit beat
They
and a
were
Pierre
fire.
type beat. Those shits were fire. Those shits
Absolutely
were
fire.
Fire.
And I'm not gonna lie, the first song kind of reminded me of like a
It was very
Ken
Detroit.
Carson type beat, like the way he was kind of spitting on it too.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, or like
I liked Lucky.
or like a
Lucky's
older
alright. This is
Cardi.
the first
Lucky's
appearance of
solid.
Lucky for me. So
Oh really?
yes,
We
I actually
never-
never listened to him before.
Bro, I think if you go back, I think you're gonna really mess
And
with
I-
he had
these-
that good song with Future.
This EP
Yeah.
drop is really good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that.
No, it's
Yeah.
good. These two songs were incredible. So
Yeah, no,
shout out Lucky.
Yeah, shout out Lucky. I think he's dope.
No, he killed it.
And shout out my guys Nate and Joe at Imperial. That they're the ones that put me on to Lucky. They die by Lucky. That's
No,
that's
no,
their
it,
that's
it
their
was
guy.
a really good drop. I ain't gonna lie. I liked
Yeah.
it for sure.
I rock with Lucky. Lyrical Lemonade, Benny the Butcher. Let's start with Benny, because I feel like we have this is
Different
one of our
tastes.
divides. Yeah, this is
for
one of
sure.
our divides. I love the album. I won't go over the moon with it. I think it's very good production. I think it's what Benny does. It's rapping. I think he's a star in his space. Like I think he shines. Like if you're gonna show somebody that style of rap, he's like one of the guys you show. So I think he came through. I think he delivered. I think like How to Rap was phenomenal, where he's just kind of giving games. Like he had a lot of this was like remind me of like Reasonable Doubt Jay-Z, in the sense of like it's like that it's that street talk, but I'm giving you game.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's what I loved about
I
it.
can see that.
It was good. It was good production. I believe Hit Boy's on it. I believe Alchemist. I know for sure Alchemist, but
Alchemist
I
was,
think Hit Boy had credits too.
Yeah.
That was a dope record, man. I rocked with that one. That was a big one. I love Benny. I think he's dope.
I just kind of got bored of it, Like
To me,
it wasn't my style,
Yeah,
Like not was something I would listen to and bump every day.
I respect it for what it is.
It's not
Because
bad,
I
but,
understand. I listen to it, and I respect it because it is definitely a good album, but it's just not my type of album that I'll be bumping in the car.
But I can see how people do like it though.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
Because Benny, when you think about it, you got to listen to his shit.
Yeah.
Like you got to actually engage with it. And if you're not a fan, then you're not a fan.
Yeah.
Personally, that's just me. I respect him for what he does. Good artist, but it's just not my type of music. So,
Man, breaks my heart. Benny's one of my favorite. Like I look at Burden.
he's good though.
I
He's
look at
good.
Burden of Proof as one of my favorite records from Benny, and the fact that like he kind of went that way with it, like because Burden of Proof is kind of like his like I don't want to say pop, but his like I Made It album, and then this kind of went back to that, and I really enjoyed it. Shout out my guy Animal Brown from On Deck. He was at Benny was doing a signing in Atlanta, and Animal Brown pulled up and like talked to him for a minute, chopped it up, and he posted a video. That was dope. Shout out to Animal Brown for that. That was dope to see. But Benny's just like he's a good rapper. But you're right, he has his space that he occupies.
That's
and
the
it's
thing.
like,
Yeah, he's got his own fans. He's got his own fan base.
yeah.
And I feel like
That's what I'm saying. He's a star in his lane.
yeah, exactly.
I think
So-
though, like
I feel like the production could have been slightly better. Like it was good, but I feel like it could have stepped it up just a little bit more.
like what's missing? Like is it because it's simplistic? So like that's to me what works. Like don't when you have Benny, like don't add like a whole bunch of shit. Just keep
When
it,
you ask me, I like a lot of 808s
yeah,
and like
that's true.
snares.
Benny doesn't. Yeah,
He doesn't really put that much in his music. So personally, just because of that, I'm an 808s and snares type dude. So I kind of like that. You know what I mean? So I mean, his album was very different. Like I said, I respect it, but it's not my type of album that I'll be bumping. But I do respect him because he's talented.
let's talk about Lyrical Lemonade, because I think that was an album that had a little something for everybody.
Yeah.
Really good.
This shit, I love this because as somebody that would love to get enough money to be able to like make my own album like Cole Bennett did here and get like, and just throw weird combinations. Like First Night, you got Tizo Touchdown, Juicy J, Denzel Curry. Like, bro, what a fucking
That
weird
song
ass
Denzel?
combination.
Denzel?
But it's fire.
It's so fire.
It's so
I didn't expect it to
fire.
be that good.
Denzel snapped.
Yeah, Denzel snapped on that shit. Like,
Juicy J snapped. Hey, they all snapped.
that's why I get mad at Khaled, because like Khaled's got all the resources in the world, and like sometimes he pulls together like some dope combinations, but like
He pulls together the artists that are commonly together.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
So-
I'm a rap nerd. Like my mind goes to like fantasy world. Like let me throw like fucking Future and damn, who do I want? Like Denzel on a record and just see what like. Let me just like collide these worlds that don't normally exist and
Like-
see what happens.
Babytron and G Herbo.
Yeah.
G Herbo actually went off on that.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
Finally.
Because G Herbo,
Yeah.
For me-
if you ask me, he
Yeah.
doesn't have
I'm not
flow.
I'm not the biggest.
He
G
does
Herbo
not
guy.
have. He has zero flow. That dude.
Yeah.
He, literally -10.
Yeah,
But
yeah, like
he killed that song. I
did.
ain't gonna lie.
he did.
He
Him and
murdered
Babytron
it.
both killed it.
No, definitely.
And like Jid on the intro killed it. Like
Killed
bro,
it.
because I was looking at the features as I was listening. And they just kind of happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also I didn't realize that this was like the lead single beforehand because I had seen it spent out for months. The Corday Juice World thing.
Yeah, that was hard.
I don't know the full backstory of that, so I don't want to go like too hard on it.
Yeah.
Because like I tried to figure, because like I don't know if you saw the music video, but like, the music
Yeah,
video
yeah.
he does like the
He kind of had like the
he
face
does the AI
rearrange-
for
Yeah. It looked dope. I liked it.
I just I'm very weary of using you know people that have passed like their image like
It's it is a little weird.
I feel
and
But-
also like the song sounded like it was like it was an actual song that they made and then he just kind of had the rights to. So like that was dope, but like I don't know if that's also the case. Like I also don't like when people are taking artist vocals and just sell them because they can, because they're dead, so that they have money. So I don't know where I stand with that record, because it was a cool rap performance, it was a cool Eminem sample, and then the fact that Eminem came back with that. Oh, what do you guys think of him dissing?
Can we talk about
Benzino
Benzino and them?
yeah, that was insane. He back on it.
You got no neck.
Why,
Giraffe.
bro? But why, dog? Yeah, like he said opposite of Giraffe. Like, bro, why the hell are we dissing Benzino?
Again.
Because I guarantee you, motherfuckers had to 90% of people who heard that shit had to look up who Benzino was.
I think. Well,
Yeah.
well, you did it.
like you didn't
people
know who
know-
Benzino was.
No, I did.
Because of Nail in the
yeah,
Coffin.
True, 'cause- yeah.
Nail in the Coffin. I feel like that's where everyone basically
Oh,
started
yeah.
knowing.
But that's the same. How many people Adi's age know Nail in the Coffin?
Yeah, that's true.
He wouldn't know that shit if you weren't his brother.
Exactly.
But I feel like it just started coming up because of Coyle Ray.
Yeah.
Coyle Ray, that's her dad.
Yeah.
So
Coyle Ray is talented.
she's talented, but
She's
he
alright.
dissed her in this song too. I guess that Coyle Ray feature is going to the trash. He said
Well, he didn't really diss her from what I from.
It was
what I
one
heard.
bar.
What do you say about
It was
Coyle?
one bar. I got-
Was it that specifically that like like her features in the trash or whatever?
basically, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because like I heard two sides of it. I heard some people saying that I don't remember the bar offhand, but I heard some people saying like, oh, it's a diss, and then I heard some people saying it wasn't.
That whole song was basically a diss, though.
Well, yeah, towards
both of them.
towards Benzino, but I
Yeah.
feel like the part they mentioned, and that's what when I heard that
doesn't
when
really-
I heard that he was dissing Benzino, because like I had saw that circulating before I jumped into the track, so I kind of knew what was coming. I was like, my first thought was, don't diss Coyle Ray, because like it just looks weak, bro. Dude is.
But it's M.
Dude is. I know, but dude
You
is.
know,
50.
you know who M
And
comes at.
also, you're the biggest fucking hypocrite in the world because you murdered MGK for talking shit about your daughter.
Yeah.
So like, don't
Yeah.
go talking shit about that
Exactly.
man's daughter.
But that's the thing. He didn't really diss Coyle Ray. He
Yeah.
just said, "I wouldn't really do a feature with her because you're her."
Yeah, which she handled funny when she responded. She was just like, "Oh damn, damn, I wanted the M feature for this song, and I listened to the song, and it's like not an M song at all. It's like it just like, she's
That would not
flaunting her
fit, bro.
I feel like them two wouldn't even fit really
No,
in this song.
at all.
It
Not at
wouldn't even
all.
go. So
Like, I feel like he said that it was in the trash as a joke. Like, he doesn't even want it.
yeah,
like,
it was like literally one line. So it's like he didn't really say anything bad.
I know.
think it's
I just like, bro, as a dude who like, who literally for like 20 years was like, I'll murder anybody who mentions my daughter, and he has. Like, for you to mention our dude's daughter, I get that you have beef, but it's like, how do you not realize that you're just sitting there
It's
doing
M
the
though.
same
He can
shit?
do it. It's M.
I mean, he can. I
It's M.
just think it's a little corny personally, but I am overall in it. It was better than
It was a good song.
I like a lot of M's stuff. Like a lot of M's recent stuff is what it is his flow just annoys me.
Can I actually be honest with you?
Yeah.
Revival, I just listened to it. All right, me and him just listened to it.
Don't
Hold up, just listen. Hear me out.
Don't.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
I can't even look. I'll look
Hear
at
me
the
out.
camera.
Hear me out. We listened to it over because obviously when it first dropped, it's clearly not good. But when you actually go back and you listen to a couple songs that I thought were skips, like the last 3 songs, they were actually incredible. Like In Your Head, Castle, and a Rose.
in your head is
Castle and the Rose, I know are fire. I have no clue what In Your Head sounds like. And
Insane.
I will never.
Insane.
Figure out.
You got to go back and listen to that song.
No,
It's actually
Castle and the
good.
Rose was a dope. The storytelling, that's the only thing I stand by in that whole
Those 3 songs do not deserve to be on that album.
album. In my head, I can't even remember what that goes like. So
You got to listen to it, man.
I don't.
No,
I
I'm
don't.
telling you, you got.
I don't.
You got to tell him.
It's revival,
it's
bro.
a
I'm not
great
trying
It's
to.
a
song.
good no, because okay, Castle and the Rose, they're both on Revival.
Yeah.
In Your Head is literally the song before those 2 songs,
Yeah.
and it kind of those 3 kind of match up perfectly together. I'm just saying, check
Does
it
it?
out.
Because I know Castle and the Rose are connected. Is like they're like directly
Yeah, those are directly connected, but this one kind of like
leads.
it
into
has the same type of story. But we're getting off topic. But
Yeah.
just check that out. You got to check it out.
Yeah. Rest of Lyrical Lemonade. The Chief Keef and
Yachty.
the Chief Keef song and Yachty was fire.
Amazing. I love
like
I saw
it.
you did a mix of that. I can't
I
wait.
did.
I can't wait. Well, that's one thing that we're gonna experiment with a lot of things on this channel. We're gonna do a lot of different things, and one of the things we're gonna do is we're gonna have this guy who's a DJ just cook up some mixes because he'll fuck around, and I've seen it live when we're just chilling at the crib. He'll pull up a beat and he'll start mixing, and he'll just throw somebody on a beat, and it just sounds amazing. So he was already cooking, literally. He was, bro,
The day it
bro.
came
It
out.
was, yeah, bro. The day it came out, bro. That album's not even 12 hours old, and he
Yeah.
sends me this, and he sends me a Snapchat video, and it's got the baby on it. And it just sounds
He's
it
ready
sounds
on it.
crazy. Yeah, sounds
Appreciate
crazy.
it, man.
But I'm not surprised at all that like the artist you threw on is the
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
But no, man. I think Lyrical Lemonade was a good album. I think I had a lot for everybody.
It was solid.
I've loved and I played it when we've been chilling. The other single, which was the Jack Harlow and Dave song. That's
I
been
love
that's
that
been
song.
fire. Yeah,
Yeah,
Stop
that one's
giving me
good. Stop
advice.
giving me advice. I
yeah.
liked it.
That shit is.
That one actually came out.
That shit is.
What was it,
yeah.
a couple months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe a month 2 ago. That was fire. I think that album, just like I said, man, it had a little bit for everybody, and I really enjoy albums. I think when you're making an album, when you're not like an actual artist yourself and you're kind of arranging things, I think that should be the goal. I think Khaled does it. He just does it so pop that it just like, to me, it just doesn't satisfy me. Like as a rap nerd, I want to see weird shit.
Yeah.
Like I loved when he threw, Tizo and all them together. Like that shit was fire to me.
Yeah.
Like I want to see weird shit, and I want to. If it doesn't work, that's fine. But I want to see weird combinations that I would never see anywhere else. And
I'm gonna
Definitely.
be honest though, on the Lyrical Lemonade album, the singing songs.
Yeah, there were
hitting.
skips.
They
There were
were
definitely
skips.
skips.
which ones? No, because I like the one. Here, let me pull up the track list. Because I like the one that was song.
It was
Fallout.
Snot.
Fallout is fire.
With Snot, whatever that's Snot and six dogs.
No. Fallout was the one with Yachty, but damn, I can't stand Yachty singing.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I love
I
Yachty.
didn't like
Listen, bro, I love your evolution. I respect everything you're doing,
Yeah. No, Yachty's talented.
but
Hella talented.
I just, bro, your voice isn't terrible. It's just like every time I hear Yachty's voice, I just wish that somebody's voice I liked better was singing it.
Mm-hmm.
But he's extremely talented to like
Talented as fuck.
to like have that versatility and to have that ear for like what to write. Like everything he's writing is good. His ear for beats, the finding the pocket, it's all good. The notes he's hitting, he's just like he's picking the right notes. He's doing the right melodies. It's just the voice is like.
I mean, the guy
if you
literally
give it
went
to a
from
better singer.
he literally went from meme rapper to like top 10 of like, you know, like the newer generation. Like you know when you talking about Yeet, Cardi, you know, like all these people, he's in that discussion.
With the fish.
I hated it. I did not like it. I didn't care for it.
I didn't fully hate that. I did like Special though with Lotto, Sway Lee, and Amine.
Yeah. No, that song was good.
Amine is fire.
Amine was good, but do you know the Fallout song on there?
Yeah, that shit. I love that song.
We were just talking about Yachty singing in it.
Yeah,
bro.
I love.
Why
all
was
of it,
Joey
Yachty.
Badass singing in it, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, that also didn't go with it.
Yeah, that part.
It was
that
just
part,
not a good song.
bro. What it is the hook of Fallout just carries it.
Yeah.
It's just like I love that hook.
But like those two verses could have stayed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lil Durk and Kid Cudi again. That's weird shit that you'll never see. Like
It's a weird mix.
like but I love that. Just do shit like that. Just do random shit like that.
See, like he didn't fuck with the track, but I did. I actually liked it. Guitar in My Room.
I think it was solid. Yeah.
I liked it.
I don't think it was
bad.
It was alright.
Yeah. I think this is a cool album, man, and I would love for people to continue to do this. And shout out to Cole Bennett for this.
Yeah,
this was
honestly
dope.
For his first time, he killed it. I'm not gonna lie.
I think so.
He
I
really
think
did.
I think he really sat in the lab. I think he sequenced it well. Like it was like each song was different, and but they were switches, but they didn't sound too drastic.
Yeah,
it
was perfect.
It didn't feel like he threw a bunch of shit together. And
like I'll take this album over the 21 album because it's something different.
I agree.
We haven't heard anything like with these type of artists. So.
I agree. I agree 1,000% with that. Would you take it over 21?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
You would take 21?
I would take the 21 album over it. Just
he doesn't like difference.
No, just because like I liked more songs on the 21 album than I did on the lyrical.
See, I like more on this, but
I agree. I do too because I like Fallout. I like Equilibrium. I like Hummingbird. I like Stop
Doomsday Part 2. I mean, they were all good.
Say a Grace, Guitar in My Room, Fly
This
Away.
My Life.
This My Life.
Yeah. I mean, you just got a lot more songs to choose than the 21, but...
Yeah, I mean, they're the same amount of tracks, 14, right?
I'm saying better songs, though.
Oh, yeah. I agree. But, yeah, I think those were the most interesting drops. Let's get to now. It is January. We're approaching the end of January.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about where we're at with these releases. So I did a list. I did a top 10 list, and we're all gonna start doing stuff going forward on our channel. We're gonna be posting that. But I did this list of top 10 people to watch this year, and a lot of it is narrative and story driven. Like it's not necessarily the 10 albums I'm looking most forward to. I do think all of them are going to release this year, but it's more so about where they're at in their career. And that's why I had 21 Savage on my list as somebody I was looking forward to, because I was like, okay, coming off of her loss, what's he going to do? What's he about? So I'll let one of you guys take the floor. Give me an artist give me some of your artists that you're looking at in your top 10 that you're really looking forward to this year, seeing what they do.
All right, so the three I'm most excited about is, we were just talking about it, Schoolboy Q today. I'm most excited for his because the previews he's been showing on Twitch when he was live streaming, that looks like it was kind of like a party that he had with, who was it, him, SZA, and a bunch of people. He was previewing some music on there. It sounded amazing. I just have always been a Schoolboy Q fan ever since Trials and Tribulations. No, I'm very excited for Schoolboy Q. I'm excited to see something different from Q, because Soccer Dad was not something great.
You didn't like that? It's cool.
It was all right. It was different for sure.
I agree.
But it's
not like
not
the lead single of your album.
Yeah, it just wasn't like a Schoolboy Q track, if you know what I'm saying. Like it was
cool to just get him talking shit for a song, but it's like if that's on the album, it's like
I'm not gonna bump it.
I'm not expecting that to be one of my favorites.
I'm not bumping it, but But yeah, he's definitely one artist I'm looking forward to because Blank Face was probably one of my favorite Q albums. So.
And that's what gives me a lot of confidence too. Is I've seen him in interviews talk about. So he used to shit on Blank Face. He used to actually hate that album because what it was for him is that Blank Face was an album where he tried to do like the masterpiece, like he tried to go the artistic route,
Right.
and then it sold less than Oxymoron did. So then he kind of like he resented it because he's like, oh, people wanted me to be an artist, and I was an artist, and I feel like I delivered my best body of work, but it didn't get the same reception. So for years, he was saying, fuck Blank Face. But now in recent interviews, he said Blank Face is his best album.
It is.
That gives me it is, clearly
100%. It was better than Oxymoron.
I think Oxymoron's better for me.
I love Oxy.
Yeah, I love Oxy, but Blank Face is way better.
That's what I'm saying,
way better.
bro. Blank Face.
Know Your Worth.
Yeah, bro.
Tukey Knows Part 2.
Yeah.
The intro
which is a
alone.
bonus, which is crazy. Yeah, the intro. The record with Vince is crazy.
Right
like,
Out.
He snapped on it.
John Muir.
Yeah, Never Change with SZA.
No,
the Dog Pound
it's
record.
A good album.
Nah, he killed that album
for sure.
That album is fire. I think that plus the point I'm sure you're thinking about this too is like with Q is like, okay, Kendrick left. SZA we know is leaving. Like she's like this
she's
last album was like her album to get out. Either that or her next album is gonna be her out. But she's
to get out
basically setting up to do what Kendrick did, which is like be your own label. So with Kendrick and SZA are obviously the two stars of TDE, and they have a talented roster top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But like. Now it's like if you're looking at that label, like you're looking for the star.
It's Q.
It's Q, or it's Doechii, who's in the making. But she's like
she's still new though.
Yeah, she's new. So like you're kind of that's why I'm like really excited to see like okay, does like TD shift their full focus to Q with this one and like let's see what Q does because like. I have no doubt that Q's gonna give us a good album because like
I'm excited for it.
He will.
I really
Crash Talk isn't my shit, but it's decent. It's not bad. Yeah,
it was decent.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
No, I went to go see him live when he had the Crash Talk tour, and man, he put on a freaking performance.
Oh yeah, he's a good performer.
He put on a show like crazy.
I'll never forget that video of Mac Miller going up to some random people and asking them to ask Schoolboy Q if he's Kendrick Lamar's hype man, because that's how he got on. He was Kendrick's hype man before he was rapping like that. And so this random guy Mac Miller goes, hey, he goes, go up to Schoolboy Q, that guy right there, and say, hey, aren't you Kendrick Lamar's hype man? And the dude's like, he looks violent. He's gonna murder me. And like Mac Miller's like, no, bro, he won't shoot you, bro. I promise. And he goes up to him, and you just see Schoolboy Q just start cracking up from a distance. Like,
all right, so who are you most excited to drop this year?
My number one, and I think it should be everybody's number one. I think it's clear in a way that the number one hip hop to look at this year artist, and that is J. Cole. Because I think when you look, he's hinted at the fall off. He's hinted at retirement. He's been. I wouldn't even say hinted. He's been pretty. He's been vocal. Talking about it. He's been pretty vocal about it. Yeah. Between the feature runs, and everything he's done, he feels like he's at the peak of his powers. Mm-hmm. This is the moment. This is it. This is legacy defining. This is it. So for him. I think there's no bigger story in hip hop this year than when will J. Cole drop? How good will this album be? Is he actually retired? I think that's the number one storyline through and through that you can reasonably expect. Sure, shit's going to happen that we don't know, maybe some beefs or some surprise drops or whatever, but everybody is waiting on J. Cole to see what he does. Yeah. Is he actually going to retire? I feel like this is the year he does drop it. You know, he hasn't obviously given any confirmation, but he's been teasing it for years. Yeah. He's even tied it to, in 2020, way back when he was working on it and teasing about dropping it, he was tying it in with the election as like a promo video. So I think that's going to come back with this. Yeah. But he's thought about this album for years. He's crafted it. He understands the narrative space. I think he's.
I think he's retiring.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely going to be his last album, and I think since he's been teasing it since 2019, 2020.
Yeah, like even before.
Probably even before that, he'd been making it.
Like
I think he's going to make sure that this is his best album to leave off as a legend. 100%.
I'm with you. I think
I
he's.
call J. Cole a legend already.
Well, yeah, he is.
But
100%.
You all know what I'm most excited for this year.
Yeah, we know. Can I guess?
What?
Yeet.
Yeet, yes, but Polo G.
Yeah.
Polo G, man, I can't wait for that album. Man had to push it back. Yes, we're all excited for Kanye's album. I get it, but
that's now going to be 3 albums that are each going to be delayed.
3 volumes that are going to be delayed as fuck.
They're going to be like 6 songs each or whatever.
Yeah.
Is it only 6 songs?
I'm you said, no one wants to compete with Ye.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I mean, Vultures was a good. It was a good single.
Yeah.
I liked it, especially the one with Dirk.
Listen, we'll have plenty of time to talk about Kanye because I'm sure we're going to do 70 podcasts before it actually gets released.
100%.
Like,
100%.
he's teasing it in February, and I'll be shocked.
February 9th, I think. Yeah.
We know Kanye is notoriously terrible with deadlines, so the fact that he's got 3 deadlines now instead of 1,
it's gonna be insane.
Dude, we're gonna be talking about Volume 2 in like December.
Because wasn't almost every Kanye album at least
delayed,
minimum like 100 days delayed?
Yeah. I saw that stat one time. It was
wasn't
crazy.
I think Donda was 1,000 days or something like that. Yeah. Some crazy number.
Some of them were a couple hundred, some of them were 1,000.
That's like years.
There was like one that was like early, and I was just like. That's confusing.
Yeah. Wait, which one?
I forget. I forget.
But imagine how much more he put into those 1,000 days.
Early Kanye album must have been his worst one.
Which is why I'm not complaining. Like I'll let him cook. That's my issue with the announcing. It's like, bro, just let it be. Just like chill until it's done. Like we'll occupy ourselves. We'll break down Lyrical Lemonade's album. We'll talk about all of these artists that we're looking at. Like. We have other shit to talk about, so just chill.
Exactly.
But like he wants to make the spectacle. He wants to be grandiose. Like that's his shit. So
like The Life of Pablo, when that I don't know if you remember the live listening party when they had it at Madison Square Garden. I was literally watching it. And I'm like waiting. I'm like, all right, tonight it's just gonna drop because he already went through the whole entire album. It's just gonna come out, and I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, and before you know it, I'm waiting. Two more months, and I'm like, this thing is not dropping. And then finally it dropped. What was it, like a half a year later?
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember the time. Yeah.
So I feel like he's gonna do the same thing with Vultures.
Yeah.
But we'll see. You think he'll have a listening party for it?
Oh yeah, for sure. He'll do something. I thought that was the coolest part of Donda was the live shows, and you got to like see the album like be different each time.
That was crazy.
Different order he played it in, like different. Yeah. That shit was dope. That shit was funny too, cause like there was a woman I was seeing at the time, and I know I told you guys the story, or I think I told you guys the story, but we were chilling and she was sending me memes, and it was like when the dick is so good, you out here watching a Kanye live stream. It was funny because it became like this whole meme, and I saw and once she sent me that. I was laughing, and she's like, "There's so many of them," and she started sending me like all these different memes, and it was just like all of these girls, like how the 2K memes are like, oh, like girls get pissed when 2K drops because they know their boys are about to go MIA. Yeah. Like it was like that with the Kanye shit. It was like girls were pissed that like instead of hanging out with them, they were just like sitting there watching the Kanye live stream or whatever, like. Yeah, that was a funny little narrative, but I think Kanye he loves that spectacle. He's gonna always do that thing.
No, definitely.
I think that shit is.
There's gonna be a lot of great artists that I feel like are gonna drop this year. I feel like this year's gonna be a big year for music. I mean, clearly we already got a Lyrical Lemonade album that no one expected. Yeah. We got a 21 album already. Playboy Cardi, I'm pretty sure is dropping pretty soon. Yep. What'd you think? But that's what I wanted to ask you about. What'd you think about Backrooms with Travis Scott? You think it was a hit or a miss?
I think it's a miss. Judging by how little I go back to it, I'd say it's a miss.
Miss.
Especially at this time of year where it's like you're right. We've gotten like quality projects, but we haven't gotten anything that's like this dominates my rotation.
Yeah.
Like most of my rotation right now is older shit that came out.
Yeah.
Whether it's a couple years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. Like most of my rotation right now that I'm consistently listening to like week in, week out is older shit. So
Yeah,
the fact that nothing's like, yeah.
I can't really say too much about that because I only heard it one time, so I never went back.
But I'm excited to see if Ken Carson drops anything because A Great Chaos was probably my favorite album of last year.
Can I give you a sleeper name that I'm really looking forward to? He's in the hip hop space, but like he's more so R&B. But this is the guy that I'm like extremely looking at, and that's Anderson .Paak. I think Anderson .Paak, coming off of, he's delivered us classics. He's done the Bruno album.
Which was
He's
good.
got this weird deal with Apple Music Radio, which Jimmy Iovine, Dr. Dre, it all makes sense. But he's cooking up with Jimmy Iovine, who basically runs Apple Music. So like, he's out there, and I think this is the moment. Again, this is like when you talk about 21, why he was also on my list. Like those artists that are at a moment, and I think he's at the moment where he's gonna do the pop album. Like Anderson .Paak is gonna switch from R&B / rap that he's dabbled in, and he's been amazing. He's been a feature killer, but now he's gonna deliver that like this is it. This is the pop album. This is the Anderson .Paak album. That's what he's gonna go for. So I'm really fascinated to see what he's going to do because I think he's an artist that is extremely versatile. And I think that his moment coming off of Bruno, like, I think he's just like, he's even said it in interviews when they asked him, is there a Silk Sonic 2 coming? Anderson .Paak's like, or Bruno looks at Anderson, he's like, nah, that guy's too big now. And Anderson's like, yeah, nah, I'm a star now. I can't do that. Like Anderson's feeling himself right now. So I want to see. I think he's gonna drop some this year. It felt like you let the Silk Sonic, you cooked it for what it was worth.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's to a point where okay, everybody that's ever gonna hear it has heard it. So like Silk Sonic's lived its shelf life. It's had its shelf life.
Definitely.
Now it's time to do what you're gonna do. Yeah, so I'm excited for Anderson .Paak. I think that was one when I was looking at the list of artists. I was scrolling through. That's how I made the list. Is I looked through the 900 artists that are in my library, and I was just looking at them. I was just like narrowing it down and started at 100, and narrowed it down to top 10, which is a graphic you see on my Instagram and my Twitter at @RealChrisPlatte. And I just looked at Anderson .Paak, and that name just kept popping out. And I'm like, I'm so excited to see what he does.
No, definitely. It should be a good album.
I'm super excited for him.
Now, one thing I actually wanted to bring out that we didn't talk about, and I want to see your take on it, is the Grammys are next week, February 4th, I believe.
Yeah.
And there's people talking about rap album of the year. Now, personally, for me, I think it's going to be Utopia.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are talking about Michael might be winning it.
I can't see the Grammys doing that. I can't. I think Travis has played all the Grammy route. I think he's played the Grammy game. Because look, I'll give you guys a hint. Like when it comes to Grammys, if you want to know who's gonna win, look at who's performing. Like that's the history of Grammys. Like the artists who are performing are the artists that know they're gonna win.
Yeah.
If they're not performing,
Exactly.
it's because they're bitter and they know that they lost.
Yeah.
So I think that when you look at the performers, and I'll pull up the list as we're talking here, but I like Michael. I would be ecstatic if Michael won, but I would probably rather Travis win because I feel like he's an artist that like
he stepped out the box this time.
He stepped out the box. He did his thing, and he's an artist that like I feel like he should have a Grammy
By now.
for an album.
Yeah.
He should. Like Astroworld, who do you lose to? That was 2018. Was that Cardi? Lost to who won that one? Because it was Cardi, it was swimming,
I think he lost to Igor, was it?
I think
Or
it
was Igor 2019?
Igor was 20 like 2019.
2019.
I think it was
I don't understand what album was.
Cardi.
I think it was
It
Cardi.
was Cardi.
Which, for the record, I disagreed with, but I was like, okay, like, makes sense. Like, I'd stand by that Cardi album. I defend that Cardi album way more than a lot of people. A lot of men. a lot of men. Like, I stand in the camp with Cardi. Talked her shit on that album. That album was hard. But, so there was that with Astro, which I think should have definitely been a Grammy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that was also Daytona and Victory Lap too. That was
that's right.
That was a competitive ass year.
That was a very competitive year.
And then there was Birds in the Trap. I forgot who Birds in the Trap went against, but that lost.
That was a long time ago. I forgot.
Yeah, that was 2016, so it would have been the 2017 Grammy. So
Yeah.
it would have went against probably like Coloring Book, Life of Pop. Oh, I think Coloring Book was the one that won, maybe.
Was it?
Coloring Book, like it was Life of Pablo. It was that run was all that Grammys.
Yeah.
But then you got who else?
Was Yachty in it? Because I know he had a drop in 2016. I don't think his album was in
I
it.
don't think it was either.
No.
And then you got Rodeo, which he was new and on the scene. So like bottom line, like Travis is a great album artist. I think he's one of the best album artists.
He
So
definitely deserves a Grammy by now.
Yeah.
100%.
I think his time is. I think
I think
come.
Utopia's gonna win it.
I think so too.
Utopia's
Because
definitely
there's
win,
Utopia,
but-
there's Her Loss, which I think could definitely win too.
That could win also though. Yeah.
I
you're
could
right.
see Her Loss
I could
winning.
see it too.
I personally think Her Loss is better than Utopia. Personally,
I can't go that far.
I think Her Loss is better.
I feel like
I'm not mad at
I
Utopia winning. I root for
agree to
Utopia
disagree.
for Trav to get the Grammy. But
Yeah.
Her Loss is the album.
Her Loss
Like
is
I'm
great.
still listening to Spin About You. Like that's still like that shit is.
I'm still
heat.
listening to the whole Utopia album because I remember I had that thing in rotation for like a month straight. Stopped listening for maybe a couple days, came right back to it.
No, I definitely still listen
So-
to both. Like both of them equally.
Her Loss, I don't listen to as much anymore. I mean, there's songs like the big ones, like you got Rich Flex, Major Distribution.
Which are funny because those are the two I listen to most are probably Spin About You and Treacherous Twins.
You don't get annoyed of Spin About You though.
No, hell no. That's by far
that's a
the
good
number
one.
one
That's a good
listed song of Her Loss.
I just
I'm
feel like
trying
it's
to tell you my
overplayed.
favorite. I feel like
It's a good song. I just feel like it's overplayed as hell. It's on the radio too much. People are posting it.
Well, see, that's
People
the
are
thing.
listening
I don't
to
listen
it.
to the radio, so for me, it's like
It's getting a lot of commercial play. Like
it's
too
only
much
ever
commercial
played.
play.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely the pop record.
Yeah.
But I'm going to Drake for pop. Let me look. I
But
was gonna look at
Utopia
the-
is, in my opinion, a better album. I feel
think
like
Pussy and Millions is my favorite on the album.
Oh yeah, Pussy and Millions is fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. The way Travis just changes the energy.
Yeah, it was too good. It was way
All right,
too
let me
good.
look up the Grammy performers before we get. Oh yeah, so 2024, Burna Boy, Billie Eilish, Billy Joel, Dua Lipa, Luke Combs, Olivia Rodrigo, and Travis. Oh, Travis won. Travis won.
Travis 100%.
He's performing at the Grammys. He won.
Travis is gonna win.
Yep,
Yeah,
he won.
If
Signed,
he
sealed,
does
delivered.
it, I'm not watching.
It's
it
happening.
Anymore. I'm not watching anymore.
But I mean, he could have a competition against. There's a lot of Olivia Rodrigo fans for that Guts album.
For rap album of the year, he's not gonna win album of the year. Rap albums almost never win album of the year,
Which is sad.
which is
But
sad.
I mean, not
Kendrick
everyone likes rap.
got robbed in 2016.
He did.
He did.
He did
He
really
lost to
bad.
Taylor Swift. I'll never forgive that flatback bitch.
Oh,
That shit hurt.
I don't even want to talk about it.
That shit hurt.
I don't want to talk about that.
That shit really hurt when I was like, Twin Butterfly lost to.
Respect to Taylor Swift. She's got her fan base, whatever. Obviously, no guy is going to listen to Taylor Swift.
We'll be seeing
But
her fan
respect
base in the Super Bowl, baby. Talk
Yeah.
that shit. The Lions.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
Lions.
Lions, fuck you mean. Shout out G-Mac. Lions win again. Shout out G-Mac Cash, bro. Friend of the show. We're gonna be doing some shit. We're gonna
For
be doing
sure.
some shit with him on
You know, the Lions won
heavyweights.
again.
On heavyweights going forward. We got some stuff up our sleeve with that. But
We're going to that watch party tomorrow. I'm excited about that.
yeah,
that should be very
that's
lit.
gonna be lit. That's gonna.
Yeah, we got a really close section. We got what, section 4? Row 4, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you want to get the drop on us tomorrow,
Yeah.
no, we're gonna have fun, man. We're gonna be
Definitely.
there's some people I know that are gonna be there, so I'm gonna arrange some things, but it's gonna be a
Definitely.
good time, man. Honestly, like to
Do you think we can take the 49ers, though?
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like 3 weeks ago, I was telling everybody, "Hey, bro, we're gonna get to an NFC Championship, and then we're gonna get smacked. We're gonna get just absolutely dog walked." And then, working at Woodward Sports, like covering Detroit sports, you kind of get to that point where you kind of just like you kind of start to talk yourself into matchups.
Yeah.
So like, I'm like in my head, I'm like, okay, I think this can really happen. I'll say this right now. I believe that the Niners will pull it off and win, but I think
Let's
the
hope
Lions
not.
have a chance, and I think that it's going to be competitive.
It will, definitely.
And I think that if it's competitive,
Yeah, but
Because I think the picks are half right now.
well,
out of,
actually,
like,
more
the
money's
four-
on the Lions,
Is it?
which goes to my conspiracy brain. Because before the season started, you know what the most money in all of NFL was? It was for the Lions to make the Super Bowl. Vegas doesn't want to lose money.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying if we get some pass interferences, some false starts, some holding calls,
It's going to happen.
that's
gonna happen.
that's Vegas right there. That's Vegas.
yeah,
That's,
but
Especially playing in
Lions,
San Francisco.
yeah.
If Lions get past San Fran, they still got to either face Ravens or Chiefs.
If they play the Chiefs, they can win. If they play the Ravens, I'm scared shitless.
I'm scared for both, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, no,
Both, yeah.
I'm scared. I'm terrified. Like, listen, they beat them, but they beat them without their second and third best player in Chris.
We got to go
Jones
against
and-
Kelsey. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. We got to
That's
go
gonna be
against.
tough.
We got to go against
That's gonna
Taylor
be tough.
Swift's boyfriend.
Yeah, that's
That
gonna be
shit's
tough.
Crazy.
So I don't know.
I don't know,
I'm scared for shitless for both.
Pacheco too, man.
But then
Pacheco's
again,
no joke. Yeah, that's.
I didn't think
Pacheco's
we
no
would beat
joke.
the Bucks either, but we did it.
Oh, I knew we were smacking the Bucks. I knew
I
that.
don't know, man. The Bucks are good, but
They're decent.
tomorrow
They're
we're playing
solid, but-
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, no.
That's gonna be a
That's
little
what I'm
scary,
saying, bro.
That's a little
Anytime
scary.
you listen, because especially if he beats Baltimore, a team he has no business beating, it's like, bro, how the fuck? Like, we watched the game together, the Miami game. Bro cracked his helmet and just like kept going.
Yeah.
Like, he's a beast.
But shout out Lions.
want-
We
yeah.
obviously want the Lions to win.
Yeah.
Shout out Goff.
Detroit.
Yeah, shout out Golf. That's been dope, man. To watch the whole city like
Yeah.
through this week, like they've
it's
been
crazy.
They've been cheering Golf. I don't know if you've seen it, but every single Detroit sports event throughout the whole week has chanted Jared Goff just
Yeah.
randomly.
And honestly, he deserves it because the guy has been killing it this season. Insane.
He has.
So
Yeah, shout out to him, man. Shout out to the Lions. Shout out to G Mad Cash. Lions gonna win again. I'm
Lions
excited,
win
man.
the game. Yep.
I'm excited, man. But before we get out of here, let's wrap with one more artist each of us are looking at.
All right.
Each of us are looking at this year.
Let's start with Adi.
Go ahead.
You were starting with me.
Yeah. One more artist you're looking at, and why?
An artist I'm looking that I think's gonna drop this year.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't know if it's gonna happen this year, but I'd hope it does. Lil Uzi Vert, Love Is Rage.
Yeah. I think that's gonna happen.
I hope it happens this year.
Because it was supposed to happen last year, right?
But-
Wasn't he teasing it to like drop right after?
He's
Pink
been
Tape?
teasing it for a little.
He teased it on the tour too, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tour that got canceled that I couldn't go to.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's tragic.
I feel bad for this kid. Every single time someone comes that he wants to go see, canceled. Like when I bought the guy tickets to literally go see Yeet, got canceled.
Couldn't even see it, man.
Bad
I got
luck
him tickets
fucking
to go
Brian,
see
bro.
Uzi.
Never,
Canceled.
I mean, at least I went to the Polo G concert. I was excited for that.
Which he
fun.
was 3 hours late. Fuck you, Polo.
Hey, yo, chill out on Polo.
3 hours.
Chill
And he
out on
blamed it on the
Polo.
fucking snow. And when we walked outside after the concert, there was no snow. Motherfucker was bullshitting.
I mean,
all good.
Love Polo, but fuck you, Polo.
Yeah, bro.
That's
yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, shit.
That's crazy.
But-
I was gonna say, if you're from the South, like when they get 1 inch of snow, they
freak out.
panic.
Yeah.
But
They
like,
freak out.
bro, you're from Chicago.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. So you should know.
You know the snow. You
So-
know the snow, motherfucker.
But
Yeah.
what about you? What's one artist that you're excited about? Then I'll say mine last. But
Let me look at my list because I have my 10. Let me look at the one out. Let's see.
or I
what's
can
the
say
one I
mine
wanna
while
talk
you're
about?
looking. But for me, it's gonna be Ken Carson. I feel like A Great Chaos got a lot of hype from the hype hip hop community,
Mm-hmm.
and this album was just In my eyes, perfect.
It was.
Like, the only skip, I had one skip on the album
Don't even say it.
that I didn't like. He gets mad.
Don't say it.
It was Succubus.
Oh my
That
gosh.
song was just
He's-
trash. But
That's one of
other
the more
than that,
popular records too, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
I just
Oh my, I
didn't
can't believe you
fuck with
say
it.
that.
But the rest of the album is fantastic. Ken Carson did his shit, and I feel like if he drops one more this year, he's just gonna put the icing on the cake.
I don't really see. I see him dropping later in the year, but
Mm-hmm.
like he's not gonna drop right now because I feel like he can do a deluxe with the Great
We'll
Chaos.
see. He might do a deluxe.
He
Who
could do a
knows?
deluxe.
Or a sequel to Great Chaos, or something. But with this album, to me, he already proved that he's better than Cardi for what he's doing. So, in my opinion, Ken Carson, I'm excited as fuck. So,
I am too. I feel like you're right. We could maybe get a deluxe where we get like another couple records, but I feel like I feel like he's really in a space where he knows the momentum he's on, and I think he'll do features,
definitely.
and then he'll let this year build towards. I expect like his next like actual like this is my album. I expect that in 25. I don't necessarily think that's coming this year. I could be wrong, but like I feel like he's gonna kind of let it cook. That's how I feel about JID.
Yeah.
Like JID with the Forever story. Now, granted, that was a year ago. That was 2 years ago, or going to be 2 years ago now, in 2022. But I feel like he's at that moment where like the Forever story did so much. Like surround sound's been on TikTok. Like he reached that new plateau or he reached that new level that he was going for with the album. So he's gonna let it cook. He's teased, the project with Metro. He's teased doing Gangsta Grills. He's teased all that. I think Ken Carson's in a similar space where like
He was in that Spider-Man soundtrack.
yeah, like he's done the thing. So like he'll pop up
climbing
here,
up.
he'll pop up there.
Yeah.
I think it would be smart for him with the momentum in the eyes that are on him, to take time. Maybe he is ready to drop by the end of the year, but make sure that your next album is like the album.
Yeah.
Like that's
Or
where I
at
think
least
he's
on
at.
par with what you dropped previously.
Yeah.
So I feel like if Ken Carson were to drop, though, I feel like it would be sometime in October, because he ironically dropped it on Friday the 13th. So I feel like he might do like a year deluxe or something for the fans. I feel like that'd be
Speaking
cool.
of deluxes, SZA, where your deluxe at? You've been teasing that shit all the time. You've
Yeah,
been posting them
drop that
sexy
shit.
ass photos talking about Lana this, Lana that. I'm trying to see what SZA's about.
No, her album actually might win album of the year.
Oh yeah,
SOS.
that shit.
I forgot
hope
about
it does.
SOS.
Yeah,
That actually might win,
I hope
because
it
that
does,
was a
'cause I don't remember who it's
dog
against,
album.
but that's my vote. That's my vote.
Snooze, Kill Bill, all
Yeah.
those tracks were just fire. So
Yeah, man.
She's already really well known as well. So
Yeah.
that's
She-
another thing.
she
I gotta
reached a
drop
whole
that
nother level.
Fabio and NLE Choppa on Snooze.
bro put NLE Choppa on Snooze.
It goes though,
And
doesn't
it
matter.
goes.
It
And I'm
goes.
just like, bro, like he sends me some shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like you're gonna see these mixes that he's gonna do. We're figuring out how we're gonna do them, how we're gonna incorporate them, whether we throw it in at the end of the show or whether we do it separately as a video. But his mixes are some of the most fire shit ever. But it's always just like sometimes he cooks up some shit that you just like,
I feel like at the end of the podcast we could just end it with
yeah.
like a mix.
yeah.
So
Or
that'd be pretty
something,
cool.
yeah,
I feel like
something
if you have one
that
right
shit.
now, we can probably do one right now before we do it. But we can probably save that for another video.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, we gotta figure out how to incorporate that. But bottom line, we're incorporating that shit, and that shit's gonna. I'm telling you, bro, like that shit's gonna hit.
I hope so.
Like we're all trying to figure out like what
How
are our
people mess with
specialties and how do we take this shit to the next level. And I'm telling you, that's the one that's your shit right there. Like that's your niche. You're gonna do that. This man's a professional DJ. Like he's gonna cook with that. My last album. My last artist I want to say that I'm looking at, as you mentioned a lot, is I want to say, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I was gonna go with my guy Chris Patrick real quick. I think Chris Patrick is a dope artist. I think he's shown the ability to make moments, and I think he's on the verge. I think he's locked in. I think he's going to do something special this year. But I do want to say a megastar that I'm really watching is Lil Baby. I want to see, because we all know that last album ain't My Turn. We all know that. Like,
No.
I'm not gonna say it's a bad album, but
it wasn't
not,
a great album.
It don't live up to My Turn.
My Turn?
Yeah.
No,
the album after. Like his last album.
I
His
forgot
last
what it's
album
even
ain't
called.
that. Yeah.
It just wasn't. It wasn't the best.
It's Only Me, which was a hard title, and it was a Mount Rushmore of his face, and I was like, bro, that was fire. It was a fire album title,
Yeah,
but
and it didn't beat My Turn. So.
And then
It
he
did.
just dropped that one single. Was it
Yeah.
350?
Yeah,
I did not fuck with it.
yeah.
I did not fuck with it.
And that's where I'm at with Lil Baby. Is like, okay, like, is he just, because he had one of the best peaks in rap we've ever seen, like
Quick, too.
like bar none. Like his apex, his prime, was up there with the greats.
Mm-hmm.
But that's where I'm at. Like, is this it? Like, is this all? Is this not all he has to offer? Because he'll continue to drop music and he'll continue to be fine. But was that the best of Lil Baby?
Right.
Or does he got something in him? That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking to see if this man.
I'm interested. Let's see. I'll give him one more
you-
chance because I feel like Lil Baby gets too much credit.
Where do you
But-
lean right now? If
For-
you had to
for
bet
Lil
right
Baby?
now on him wowing you with this album, or disappointing you with this album.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like it's gonna be the same shit as it always was.
Me too.
My Turn, this last album, because to me they all kind of sound similar.
Mm-hmm.
They all have their own sound.
That was the issue.
I feel like that's what it's gonna be
I
with this
feel
album.
like if he
So-
drops a new album this year,
It's gonna be the same.
it's not
shit.
gonna be My Turn again.
No,
I feel like that's just gonna be his best work.
It's
for me.
not gonna be different. It's gonna be the same shit that we hear from Lil Baby. So that's what I'm worried about.
It's the same thing. Yeah, personally, I'm getting bored of listening to the Lil Baby. Honestly,
We need him to step outside the box. We need him to do a Travis Scott Utopia. So
Yeah.
something different. I'm sick of hearing freestyle 300 times in a row.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
it
like,
gets overplayed.
Shit is hard though.
it's hard, but how many times can you listen to it before it
That's
gets
true.
annoying?
Nah,
So-
like his songs, like so overplayed. Some of them.
But shout out Lil Baby.
Yeah, shout out
What
Lil
a
Baby.
great
I'm
artist.
excited to see what he has. But
Yeah, so we'll see.
all right, man, that's episode 1. We'll wrap it up there. Thank you all for tuning in to the Rap Cave podcast,
Cave.
episode 1. Got plenty to go. Get rich or die trying.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to 50 Cent. Shout out to 50 Cent for that. Thank you, boys, for coming on, man. This is gonna be something. We're building something special here. I'm telling
Definitely.
you, like what we're doing with this, what we're planning, what we've been strategizing. Like I said, this is gonna be more than just anything I've done before. It's gonna be not just audio, but it's gonna be a video. It's gonna be all extra content. I'm gonna be doing playlists. You're gonna be doing the mixes. Like we're gonna figure shit out between all of us, and we're all gonna bring different things.
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be
This is our year,
It's gonna be
basically.
it's gonna be
We'll slowly grow.
the best momentum, the best thing I've ever created.
Definitely.
So I'm excited for it, and we're gonna be always talking that shit. So like, share, subscribe, help build the brand. Comment in the chats what you think. Who's the artist you're most looking forward to this year? Do you think Meg and Nicki need to shut the fuck up, or are you are you riding with them?
Yes.
Do you think Drake should come in and talk that shit? Is Drake hip hop? Everything that we talked about, leave your comments in the description and we'll read the best ones on the next episode. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. Peace out.
Peace out.